him. This is actually kind of a bonus episode for us in a special edition of the Boston Chris podcast because this is going to be a Memorial Day episode, and we couldn't have a better artist on for that than Trey Calloway because the brand new single from Trey is a Memorial Day themed song called She Misses Being Mrs. And let's chat about that before we get into anything else, man. Tell us a little bit about this song and how it came to be.
Well, I appreciate you having me, Boston Chris. So this song is called She Misses Being Mrs., like you said. I wrote it with two of my great friends, Aaron Loy and Jim Hawkins. And it's a song about a boy and a girl who meet in high school and they fall in love. And he always dreams of being a soldier. And he tells her, he promises her, I'm going to go do my duty to the country. And then when I come back, I'm going to love you for the rest of our lives. But that never happens. He dies in combat and leaves her a war widow. And she's the main character of the song. And she misses everything about him. But she misses, most importantly, she misses being his missus. And that's what the song's about. And there's actually a mysterious fourth ghost writer that we are looking for. A fella named Brett Smith, who lives in Florida. And he is 78 years old. And the story of how this works, the reason we can't find this guy, and we have to find him and give him writer credit, is because Aaron, who lives in Texas, one of my buddies, was flying to Nashville to write this song with us, and met Brett on this flight. And Brett told him, I've always dreamed of being a songwriter, but just business and life and time got away from me, but I've always had this hook. She misses being Mrs. I don't know what it's about, but you can have it and you can do what you want to do with it. And so Aaron really liked that hook and he threw it out at the right. We were like, man, that's great. So we wrote this song, and I believe that I was the one who had the idea about making it a military song. And we came up with this, but we're off on this mission to find this Brett Smith guy who lives in Florida and is 78 years old, so we can give him some writer credit because it was his idea. We gotta give credit where credit's due. And I'm glad I was the artist that was able to bring this song to life. And I think we'll find him eventually. Now that I've got a name, I didn't know his name for a long time, but now I recently figured out where he's from, who he is, and I think we're going to find him eventually.
Well, shoot, with a name like Smith, it's almost like not having a name, Trey.
I said Brett Smith. I wonder how many Brett Smiths in the world there are, but how many Brett Smiths from Florida who are 78 years old are there?
Well, hopefully that's narrowed it down some, right? But yeah, it's like, man, we don't have a name, but then you finally have a name, and the name is Smith.
Smith, yeah.
It's like, okay, well, we narrowed it down some, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I love the alliteration in it, the Mrs. being Mrs. It's so cool, and the wordplay in it. It's really neat to hear that came from somebody that you guys don't even know. That's badass.
Yep. Yes, sir. And I think, I think it was kind of like destiny. I definitely believe in destiny. I believe that things happen for a reason. That Aaron was meant to meet that guy on that plane that day and meant to be on his way to writing with us, and that this song was able to come to life. I mean, you got to think about how many things lined up perfectly. I had already put 6 songs in the can for this next album we're working on, and I called my producer Brandon Hood and I said, hey man, I got this song. I really want it to come out for Memorial Day. I know we're in a hurry and we're on a time crunch. Not to mention he's got labels, beating down his door for deadlines and stuff like that. I said, can we get in the studio and do this song? He said, yeah, man. So we got it done and got it out by Memorial Day. But just think about from that man's brainchild to where the song is today. It's pretty cool. So we want to find the guy. We want to give him some writer credit.
Well, we'll make this into a little bit of a reel too and put it out everywhere. Let's find Brett Smith, 78, from somewhere in Florida, you guys. So
yes, sir.
Spread the word. Let's give the man his credit on this great song, which was released May 9th of this year. And you guys can stream that everywhere you can find your music. You can go to the website as well, Trey Calloway Music, to purchase a copy of it. And make sure you do that because it's a great tune. And when Scott sent me the song, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect for this holiday and for kind of the environment that we are in with veterans and how much this country, at least the populace, cares a lot about our veterans, right? But I appreciate the song as a former veteran, as also an Army brat, Navy brat as well. My dad was 20 years. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Boston Chris. Appreciate your service as well, man.
Yeah, no problem.